recipe repeater, which means I make the same recipe more than once, but I never make it the same twice. So let's do this. And tonight we're making chicken gnocchi soup. Chop up your chicken breast into whatever size pieces you like. I'm going smaller is better for this because it needs to fit on a spoon. Chicken chunked. After you touch raw meat, wash your fucking hands. Into my Dutch oven, I'm going to put some avocado oil or olive oil, whatever kind of oil you like in your home. Try not to splash it everywhere. Once your oil is hot, add your chicken right to the pan. I'm going to use this Cesaro Total Season Complete. Cook your chicken until it's done. It should be golden brown. My chicken is now cooked through. I am going to take it out of the pan, and it's fine that the bottom of the pan is brown and it looks a little burnt. It's not. That is flavor. That is called fond, and we will deglaze our pan in just a minute. But first, we must cook our veggies. Apparently, I'm out of all of the other oils, so I'm going to use a little bit of vegetable oil because vegetable oil has a higher smoke point than butter. I'm going to add a stick of butter. That's what we're going to cook our vegetables in, and that's going to be the base of our roux. We will get there in a moment. If you melt your butter on too high of heat, you will end up burning the milk solids in your butter, which will turn it into brown butter, or you might burn your butter. We don't want to do that. But that's also why we add an oil that has a higher smoke point, so your butter does not brown too fast and burn. You don't want burnt brown butter for this. Not for this. Maybe for something else, but not for this. Butter is now melted, so I'm going to add in some celery and onion. Might as well do the whole thing. It was on sale for $1.79. I figured it was worth it for $1.79 to save myself the time of chopping it because I did not want to chop it. Now you're caught up. Add in some carrots, however much you like. I like that much. And naturally, a metric ton of garlic. And this garlic is quite potent, but I like a lot of garlic in this. Cook this down until your carrots are tender, your garlic is aromatic, and your celery and onion are translucent. Things are happening in my pot. It is now time to add some flour. I am going to add 1/4 cup because that's the first measuring cup that I came across. This is going to turn that butter and oil into a roux. Stir this around. You do not want your flour to be uncooked. If your flour is uncooked, first of all, that's not safe to eat. Second of all, it will taste like flour and we don't want that. Going to thicken your soup up so that everything is nice and thick and creamy. We'll get to the other things that will make it nice and thick and creamy in a moment, but we're not there yet. Hold your fucking horses. I am also going to add fresh cracked black pepper because I like it and it feels right. It is now time to deglaze our pan, and we will do so with some low sodium chicken broth. You can use full sodium chicken broth if you like, but I'm going to be adding things that are going to make it salty, and I don't want it to be too salty. 6 cups? I'm not good at math. Just use 48 ounces to start. I'm gonna add a couple more cups of water, and we will also be adding cream in a moment. Give this a stir, paying special attention to scrape the bits off of the bottom of the pan as this comes to a boil. My soup is now boiling. I will add in my gnocchi. I am doing 2 packs because we like our soup to be gnocchi forward. It helps if you splash yourself when the gnocchi drop into the pan. Stir this around and let your gnocchi cook. You want them to float for a minute. They should puff up and be tender and delicious. I am also going to add my chicken back in and some poultry seasoning because I could not find that earlier, but I do want some in there. My best friend rearranged my spice cabinet. What can I say? I can't find anything in here. While this is cooking, I will also add some heavy cream. This is going to make it creamy. I'm not sure how much. That looks good. Probably a full cup. I'm going to add in some fresh Parmesan. This is going to help it be a little saltier. Allow this to simmer until everything looks good. My soup is simmering. I'm going to add in some spinach, baby spinach, that I'm going to take and rip up and throw into the pot, like so. I usually cut this up by hand, but I'm not doing that today. I can't be bothered. Stir this shit around. Let your spinach wilt down. It will take a minute or two, but then your soup is essentially done. There you have it, chicken gnocchi soup. And this is not Olive Garden, this is Jessica's house. And I know what you're thinking. Is it even good? Let's try this shit. That is so good. Personally, I like mine better. But of course it's good. I made it. Follow along for more aggressive tutorials.